Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. We live? What's going on here? What's going on here? See, they changed how this thing work on the phone. Eagles ain't practicing today, but Lord Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I am the best reporting on the Eagles. I'm about to practice on the division, though. They sad, sorry, and they pathetic. They sad, sorry, and pathetic. Quentin Fields, what's up? Rise the Bear, what up? D-Lo, what up? Jimbo, what up? Jimbo Slice, Ant Carter, what up? Yeah. Let's get back in the original spaceship. In the original spaceship. I've been making videos so long in this truck. Truck paid off. This is another office. This is an office building. Lunchtime with the bullies. Big Herb in the building. What up? Negus Martin, what up? We got to start telling people, man, pay your folks. Pay your folks. It's a lot of bad labor. King Diego, what up? A lot of bad labor practices happening around the National Football League, and a lot of it in the NFC East. A lot of bad labor practices. You know what I'm saying? Loyalty Houston, thank you for the super chat. Keep grinding, big man. You already know, bro. Yeah, I said Devonta Smith better than Terry McLaurin. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it. They ain't like that one on Twitter. I tweeted it out a couple minutes ago. They ain't like that. I'm looking at it in terms of impact. When you look at the top wide receiver, now first we all know the stats. We know Terry McLaurin was never no 1,200-yard guy as a number one. Terry McLaurin's career high is like 13 yards higher than Smitty's. And Smitty was only a number one guy for his rookie year. And Smitty career high ain't even coming his rookie year. LB, Louis T not gonna like that. He ain't gotta like it. If Terry was so good, they need to pay him. I don't say nothing to be liked. It's the truth. Devonta Smith is the all-time leader for the Philadelphia, and everything I say be stat-based. They just don't like my demeanor. They like to say I just be talking out the side of my neck. Devonta Smith is the all-time leader in Philadelphia Eagles history in receiving yards in the postseason. Devonta Smith is the all-time, more than T.O., more than Arthur Wan, more than whoever you want to name. Devonta Smith is him in the postseason. For the Commanders, what's the dude named Art Rooney? What's his name? He got 1,000 yards. That's a lot. Guess who number 2 is on the list for the Commanders? De'Ami Brown. This year, De'Ami Brown did it. In one season, De'Ami Brown became the number 2 wide receiver for the Commanders in wide receiver and receiving yards in the postseason. Number 3 is Terry McLaurin with 2-something. De'Ami Brown also got 2-something. Terry McLaurin been there damn near 10 years. Been there 10 years. And it's not, and De'Ami Brown got more receiving yards in the postseason? Make it make sense. I'm taking Smitty all day. Then it boils down to this. What does Terry McLaurin do better than Devonta Smith? Beg for contracts that's out of his realm. They saying Buddy running around here talking about he want to get paid like DK Metcalf. You're not a bona fide number 1 like DK Metcalf. You're not a bona fide number 1 like DK Metcalf. What are we talking about here, bro? And this is why I have the ultimate respect for Devonta Smith. Because Devonta Smith could have left and went and got a bag. He decided to take a pay cut and stay with a winning franchise. And it resulted in another ring. You see Devonta Smith ring collection? Heisman Trophy, Super Bowl winner. You see Devonta Smith ring collection is crazy. NCAA champion. Rings all over the place for Smitty. Awards all over the place for Smitty. Smitty is by far better than Terry McLaurin. If Smitty was in Washington, he would be the one. He would be number one over there. He would be the number one guy over there. The number one guy over there. But at the end of the day, it's not for me to decide. It's not for me to decide. It's for common sense to take effect. If Smitty is putting up McLaurin numbers with another receiver who's top 5, what do you think? If Smitty is putting up McLaurin numbers with a receiver that's top 5, it's self-explanatory at this point. You know what I mean? Arguing with Commanders fans has been interesting this year, especially the facts are the only parade that happened in DC was Pride Week. The only parade that happened in DC was Pride Week. DC got more Pride parades than Super Bowl parades. How long has Pride Week been a thing? Like the last 15 years or something like that? They got more Pride parades than Super Bowl parades. They got more Pride Week parades than Super Bowl parades. And these guys think that they could win the war of words with me? D'Angelo said, side note, Drake new music is trash. Music in general was bad. I'm about to make a club song, bruh. I'm about to make a club song. That's not the type of music that I make. But what happened to the club anthems? Dudes ran into Kendrick Lamar, and we ain't get a club anthem all. There's not been one club anthem all summer. It's about to be August, bro. Summer's over. There's not been a club anthem all year. All year. They ran into the boogeyman, and people stopped making fun records. It has not been a club anthem all year. The girls been taking over. TTYS, thank you for the super chat. The female rapper's been taking over for real, for real. It's been more Pride parades than Super Bowl parades in DC. Somebody on the internet gonna tell me. Somebody on the internet gonna tell me Jaden Daniels is better than Jalen Hurts because Jaden Daniels did more with less. Jaden Daniels is better than Jalen Hurts because Jaden Daniels did more with less. Jaden Daniels is better than Jalen Hurts. My bad. Jaden Daniels is better than Jalen Hurts because Jaden Daniels did more with less. What more did he do? Did he go to the Super Bowl? Did he win the Super Bowl? He literally got sent to the essence by the quarterback that you guys are saying he's better than. He literally lost. He literally lost to Jalen Hurts. He did more with less. What more can you do? Jalen Hurts won the Super Bowl. These guys are such hypocritical losers, bro. Losers, bro. It's like losers, man. These guys are some of the worst analysts. I've seen some of the worst analytic breakdowns this offseason. I've seen some of the worst reasoning this offseason, all because Jalen Hurts won the Super Bowl. All because Jalen Hurts won the Super Bowl. I think they need to change who's voting. Jalen Hurts will never win MVP. Jalen Hurts will never win MVP because the MVP voting system is flawed. It's flawed. Anytime you got guys like Dan Orlovsky voting for Josh Allen because Josh Allen get him moist over Lamar Jackson should have won his third MVP this year. It's a regular season award. Nobody was better than Lamar Jackson at the quarterback position this year. But you got guys like Dan Orlovsky who got a vote. Dan Orlovsky has a vote. And they said, we can't give it to this guy 3 times. We got to show some love to Josh Allen at some point. These guys with these votes and these guys with these opinions are ruining logical sports takes. Anytime anybody can have Justin Herbert, Herbie in the top 5. ever be in the top 5 is ludicrous at this point. The guy hasn't won a playoff game. The guy hasn't won a playoff game. Dude can't keep JD out his mouth for nothing. Y'all should be lucky somebody even talking about y'all, bro. Nobody talked about y'all up until this. Y'all want to be the second best team in the division. This what comes with it. I ain't trying to cool off. I got the air on in here. Y'all want to be the second best division. This what comes with it. People talking about you. I know y'all enjoyed when nobody talked about y'all for 30 years. I know y'all enjoyed that. I used to call y'all peons and peasants. Y'all should be happy that y'all on the radar. Y'all should be happy. Y'all should be happy. It's usually a two guy. I usually talk about, I make fun of the Cowboys. I never was making fun of y'all. Y'all was nobody to make fun of. Y'all was invisible. Be happy for your newfound fame of being the second best guy in the division. Be happy. Be happy. You know what I mean? Be happy for your newfound fame of being the second guy in the division. Oh, the air loud. Let me turn it down. I turn the air down. My bad. I turn the air down a little bit. It's supposed to be a heat advisory, man. I had to crank it. My bad. JD slandered, not tolerated on my watch. Well, you're not on your watch, brother. You're not on your watch. You at lunchtime with the bullies. You at lunchtime with the bullies. You're not on your watch. If you want to hear listen, I'll give you some positive affirmations about Jaden Daniels. He's a fine young OG. Jaden Daniels is the Jim Jones of the NFL right now. A teen-year citizen. Jaden Daniels got y'all thinking he's some type of 19-year-old phenom. He about to be a quarter century this year. I think Jaden Daniels about to be like 26 or 25 or something, ain't he? He got y'all thinking that he a young boy, though. Jaden Daniels, old head, man. Hey, LB, you seen that video of Brian Brodus when he said about bum-ass fraud Prescott? I ain't see it. If you weren't in the Super Bowl, you can't be one or two QB. I ain't see the video. Man. I ain't see the video. All I know is the Eagles is off from training camp, and I wanted to kick it with the homies. Smitty all day over Terry. Yeah, I'm taking him. Bro came in here talking out the side of his mouth. What you expect? What you expect, man? Let's talk a little bit about the Dallas Cowboys and the Micah Parsons situation, though. We already acknowledged that Terry McLaurin still hasn't gotten paid. I personally think this. Man, if you want me to keep it a bean. I think that Terry McLaurin's asking price is a little high. I think Terry McLaurin should try to get like $28, $29 million a year. Wanting the 33, wanting no less than DK Metcalf or whatever he was saying. I think Terry McLaurin about to turn 30. He turning 26. I think Terry about to turn 30. Broder said Dak can't read coverages at 10 yards at 10 years as a vet. I don't think he can either. No, I like JD. We ain't no haters. I like JD, but I think this is the issue with the Jaden Daniels stuff. Y'all want to say he better than Jalen Hurts off of a rookie season after Jalen Hurts just been to 2 Super Bowls in the last 3 years. What Jalen Hurts has done in his 6 years, going into his 6th season as a starter or his 5th season as a starter, is remarkable, man. Jalen Hurts has had multiple offensive coordinators his entire NFL career, 6 of them. Jalen Hurts is 3rd all-time in rushing touchdowns in 5 years as a starter. Jalen Hurts has been to 2 Super Bowls in 5 years as a starter. Jalen Hurts is a Super Bowl MVP in 5 years as a starter, an All-Pro, a Pro Bowler. Jalen Hurts is the first quarterback to have a $50 million APY a year and win a Super Bowl his first 5 years as a starter. Jaden Daniels is not an All-Pro. Jaden Daniels is not a Super Bowl MVP. Jaden Daniels is not an MVP. Jaden Daniels had a good rookie year. When y'all try to say Jaden Daniels is better than Jalen Hurts, that's where it gets a little murky for me. Like, listen, I understand that y'all have been ass for about 6 presidents. I understand y'all have been ass before anything was going on that you could think of. Y'all been asked before mumbo sauce. Y'all have been asked before mumbo sauce was invented. Mumbo sauce wasn't even around last time y'all won a Super Bowl. Go-go music probably wasn't even invented. Y'all been bad for a very long time, and y'all finally can say, we got a franchise quarterback on the rookie deal. He about to be 26, but he only in his second year. He gonna be 30 years old by the time we got to extend him. I understand that y'all can finally let y'all hair down about the quarterback situation. But to say that at this point in time, to say that Dak Prescott or Jaden Daniels is better than Jalen Hurts is completely delusional. Delusional. I can get with the Jaden Daniels better than Dak. They got the same amount of playoff wins. And Jaden Daniels only been in the league 1 year. I can't stand behind anybody saying Jaden Daniels is better than Jalen Hurts. Because the only way that you can try to justify it is by yards, bro. Nobody cares about stats. Jaden Daniels' rookie year that everybody is so impressed with is equivalent to Jalen Hurts' all-pro year where he went to the Super Bowl. Equivalent to that year, bro. It's the same numbers, bro. The same numbers. They don't know about mumbo sauce. They probably don't. It's the same numbers. So I'm not buying it. I'm not jacking it. I don't subscribe to anybody saying a rookie is better than a guy who been to 2 Super Bowls. I'm cool on it. Dak Prescott, like, that's not even a conversation no more, bro. Nobody don't even talk about Dak and Jalen Hurts no more. Nobody don't even do it no more. It's done. That's done. That's done. We got to start wondering if Dak is better than Kyler Murray and Russell Wilson. I don't think he's better than Goff and Stafford. We got to start worrying about that type of stuff. So like I said, it is what it is. He said, Tandem Wilson said, I'm not from D.C. Well, let me ask you this. Since you ain't running your mouth, why you a Commanders fan? If you're not from D.C., why you a Commanders fan? Why you a Commanders fan if you're not from D.C.? JD is that guy, man. Y'all gonna see this season. Don't worry. Listen, bro. If we ain't see last season, y'all not going back to the NFC Championship game. I'll tell you that right now. I will tell you that right now. I'll bet any Commanders fan any amount of money that the Commanders are not going back to the NFC Championship game. That's really, really hard to do. That's really, really hard to do. Like, y'all should know that. Y'all ain't been there in 30 years. Now, y'all window ain't closed, but I don't think y'all going back. I don't think y'all going back. Listen, the only way that the Dallas Cowboys can succeed in the near future is by trading Micah Parsons. The only way that the Dallas Cowboys can succeed in the near future is by trading Micah Parsons, using some picks, getting first-round talent, getting younger. It's the only way they can succeed. If they pay Micah Parsons $39, $40 million a year, which they probably going to end up doing, they will be in salary cap hell. There is no more help coming for the Dallas Cowboys. These guys that they are paying on these rosters need to put up or shut up. I get so sick of hearing from Dallas Cowboys fans how they don't like Jerry Jones and all of this stuff, man. All this misplaced anger, but they don't want to put the anger on the guys who got the big contracts and who wet the bed in the postseason every year. They don't want to direct their anger to the players who don't get the job done. It's always, let's blame Jerry, let's blame Steven. Well, Jerry paid Mike, Jerry paid Dak, Jerry paid Lamb. Jerry paid guys on that offensive line over the years. He paid Amari Cooper. He just got George Pickens for Dak Prescott. He paid Ezekiel Elliott. The Cowboys have drafted 10 All-Pros since, I think, the year 2000. That's the most in the National Football League. They've had top-tier, top-end talent on them rosters and still going to get past the second round. Their first mistake was paying Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott should be a Raider. Dak should be a Raider. Shador should be a Cowboy. And they should be putting pieces around a rookie quarterback. Parsons got to leave Dallas at this point. He got to leave. He's being disrespected. He's being disrespected. He's being disrespected. And this is the thing. Parsons is going to play week 1. He ain't going to sit out. And I believe the Dallas Cowboys don't care if he sit out. They're going to not pay him. They can't stand Trayvon Diggs over there, bro. I've never seen anything like it. I haven't seen anything like it in my life. They despise that guy over there. They paid Ferguson. Then they came out and said, well, we want to pay players who want to be paid. Man, I'm just so happy to be an Eagles fan, bro. Trey Hendrickson, man, he folded. He folded. He was holding out $50,000 a camp. That start adding up, especially when you're looking for a deal. Hassan Reddick, you see how that turned out for him. He should have reported last year, got a ring. Hassan Reddick could have reported last year for the Eagles or the Jets or whatever he could have did. Could have got a ring. You know what I'm saying? We had the foresight. Oh, Buddy not going to report. We're not trying to give him a deal. We got to move on. Didn't report for the Jets. Lost a lot of money. Lost millions. Just end up signing a deal with somebody and playing anyway. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. But will Terry and Micah get paid? Maybe. Maybe. We'll see. Lord Houston, Parsons got to leave Dallas at point. Yeah, I agree. We'll see. We'll see, man. We'll see. The division is ours, man. The division. One thing I don't like so far about Eagles training camp is we are using Saquon Barkley a lot in camp. A lot in camp. I would like to keep the tread off of Saquon Barkley the first half of the season. I'm not going to lie. I would like to keep the tread off of Saquon Barkley for the first half of the season. Second half of the season, I'm cool with unleashing Saquon. I still want to be run heavy. I still want the threat of Saquon. We need to feast off the threat of Saquon Barkley this season, I feel like. Let's feast off of the threat. People were scared to load them boxes and stuff like that. It's only a couple of teams that committed to loading the boxes, and look what happened to them. The Steelers committed to loading the box. That's when Jalen had the interview. Is that what y'all wanted to see? The Chiefs committed to loading the box. They got smoked. Guys like the Raiders, guys like the Rams, they didn't commit to it. Saquon had 255 on them twice. The Commanders didn't commit to it. Jalen still threw the ball whenever he wanted, and Saquon did whatever he wanted on the ground. Let's make guys commit to the fear of Saquon Barkley, and let's attack their fears. Did y'all know Denzel Washington is planning on doing a Reggie White movie? Playing Reggie White? Interesting. Keely got to step it up bad. We can't fall off this year. I don't think it's on Keely for real. The pressure not on Keely to step it up. In my opinion, the pressure is on Adoree Jackson because there's still a spot for Keely Ringo. Keely Ringo is an excellent special teams player. I think Keely Ringo is a special teams ace. I do. So if Keely Ringo can't win no reps on the outside, we know that Keely Ringo could block a punt, could do a lot, run something back to the crib. We know Keely Ringo is athletic and he could be a special teams gunner. And a lot of people think like LB, why you so hard on Keely Ringo? Bro, I don't see it, bro. I don't see it. As Eagles fans, we need to understand that we know what it takes to win a championship. So why act like we don't know? Why act like we don't know? You need lockdown corners. The rest of the division, I emphasize this a lot, man. The rest of the division got great. They got good in the wide receiver department. Pending if Terry get paid, Terry and Debo, that's a good duo, man. That's a good duo. That's a great duo. Lamb and Pickens, a great duo. Slayton and Neighbors might be a good duo under Russell Wilson. Slayton is having a good camp from what I'm hearing. You need cornerbacks in today's National Football League. You need cornerbacks in today's National Football League. It is what it is. It is what it is. I'm comfortable with Saquon running for 1,400 and having 600 receiving yards. I'm comfortable with that. 1,400 and 600, 1,400 and 500 receiving yards. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. I think that should be the goal. 1,500 rushing yards, 500 receiving yards. Is Maddox still in Philly or got traded? I think Maddox got released. He was a free agent. LB, you know what's going on, bro. Call Howie, tell him stop the games and sign Asante Samuel Jr. and let's repeat. I just understand you need. I understand what's needed to do it, man. I seen my team do it a couple of times. People still living off the Super Bowl high. I am too, but that don't mean that I can't see the holes, bro. I do this every season, man. I'm going to my 8th season doing this. I do this every season. My 9th season, I think. I started the season we won our first Super Bowl. 2017, 2018, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Yeah, I'm going into my 8th season doing this, bro. And like, we've seen 4 and 12 rosters, and we've seen 3 Super Bowl rosters. What's the common thread for the 3 Super Bowl rosters since I've been on YouTube? What's the common thread there? Now, the team that won the Super Bowl didn't really have elite corners, but Jalen Mills was good. Who was opposite of Jalen Mills? I know we had the #1 pass rush and we led the league in sacks, and we were a great running team. Who was opposite of Jalen Mills when we won the bowl the first time? I can't remember that, bro. What up, LB? You think Jihad beats out Dean? Dean's starting on the pup list. It was Darby. Yeah, Darby had speed. Darby was sticky. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that them dudes was elite, but they were competent corners. And with them not being elite, we led the league in sacks. We almost set a record for sacks, I think. And we controlled time of possession, and our quarterback was playing at an elite clip. Both of them. The second Super Bowl team had Slay. Bradbury was still fairly decent, but our pass rush was still lethal. Jalen Hurts had a breakout year, first team All-Pro, but the defense was really the unfolding. Listen, this is the first time this year we won a Super Bowl with an elite defense. In 2017, we gave up 500 yards against Brady. We could have lost that game, but we had a shootout. Nick Foles had a shootout, bro. With Alshon Jeffrey and Nelson Aguilar and Corey Clement. Nick Foles had a shootout. Nick Foles put that thing on his back. Had a shootout. The second year, we couldn't even make Kansas City punt the second Super Bowl since I've been on YouTube. The first one we lost to Pat. We lost because of defense. This year, we just blew these guys out because of defense being so good. And you think that I'm overreacting about the cornerback situation? No, bro. I'm not overreacting at all. I'm not overreacting at all, bro. I don't want no nail biters in the Super Bowl, bro. Losing Super Bowl is not cool. I like the last Super Bowl. Belt the ass is the standard. I don't want no nail biters. I don't want to have no chess game, bro. We was going to war with Tom Brady and Pat. We went to war with Tom and Pat, bro. A shootout both times. I had fun last Super Bowl. I was eating caviar. I had fun. None of these dudes don't know what it's like to watch your team blow somebody out in the Super Bowl. Blow out the GOAT Jr., baby GOAT. They don't know what that's like. Pure excitement, pure joy. I don't want to be in a nail biter. Well, I seen Jalen. I know Jalen is capable. I seen him down 8 with 5 minutes to go tie the game up. I seen that. I know what Jalen Hurts made of, but that had me on the edge of my seat. That had me on the edge of my seat. I wanted the dagger. You know what I'm saying? Joe Kent, thank you for the super chat. Still never forgiving Gannon for that bowl loss. I mean, just remember how you felt when that happened. And then ask me, are you comfortable with the cornerback situation? I'm not even comfortable with Andrew Makuba. I'm not comfortable with it right now. You missed the last 2 practices because you banged up. Are you frail? I already thought he was on the small side. Are you injury prone? When you see a guy like Hattie, who's a bigger guy, you see Hattie Campbell, you know what I'm saying? You see Hattie Warbucks fight back through injury, and now we thought he wasn't going to start week 1. And I said this, bro. If Jahad Campbell start week 1, it might be a wrap for Nakobe Dean. Nakobe Dean might end back up on special teams. King Tone, thank you for the super chat. I see a last-minute trade, how he always does it in preseason. Hopefully. Hopefully. You saying we need to sign Justin Simmons? I would look at it. I want I want Gilmore. Gronk was torching Corey Graham. Blow torch, bro. Torching Corey Graham, bro. Torching Corey Graham. If Jenkins ain't put Cooks out, I don't know what would have happened, bro. Because Tom Brady was getting off on the Eagles in that Super Bowl, bro. Everybody was getting cooked. We couldn't sack Tom. We couldn't do nothing until Brandon Graham did something. We couldn't do nothing until Graham did something, bro. I know what it felt like. I remember, bro. I remember being on the edge of my seat hoping for a stop. I don't want to live like that. Because then when you have poor cornerbacks, right? Then you have poor cornerbacks, you have poor gunners on special teams, most likely. Then you have poor gunners on special teams, you have poor special teams play. And one of the straws that broke the back in the Super Bowl loss to Pat, the first time we played Pat, was that long-ass special teams recovered by Kadarius Toney, that long-ass special teams return. Because the cornerbacks was ass. LB, Terrence Parsons is supposed to be on Game Time Brian's show tonight. I mean, what are you going to talk about? Being losers? What are you going to talk about? We can't talk about being champions. You think we should have Jahad be a Micah type player for us? Listen, I ain't want to do this because people's going to say I'm crazy, bro. I think Jahad Campbell got a higher upside than Micah Parsons. I think Jahad Campbell got a higher upside than Micah Parsons, bro. I think Jahad Campbell got a higher upside than Micah Parsons, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't worried about where Coffee Table Head going to be doing the show. I ain't worried about it. You know what I mean? I really do. People going to think I'm crazy. And I'm going to tweet it too. They're going to go crazy and I'm going to go eat lunch. They're going to be mad I said something else again. But I really honestly believe Jahad Campbell got a higher upside. You know what I'm saying? Nina Austin, been a member of the channel for 60 months. Thank you, Miss Austin. I really appreciate you. Nothing but love and respect for you and your mom. You have been definitely locked in with me since I started doing this. Hey, LB, Hurts made NFL history. He's one of 3 QBs to win a Super Bowl, reach 2 NFC titles, and earn 4 playoff berths in his first 4 seasons. And that's what he do. One of 3. Who's the other 3? In their first 4 seasons? Is it Tom? In their first 4 seasons. It got to be Tom and Pat. It got to be Tom and Pat. But yeah, I would definitely look at Stephon Gilmore if it's me. A member of the channel for 60 months. Could be Big Ben. A member of the channel for 60 months. That's a car payment. That's a car. You could pay a car off in 60 months. And that's how long Miss Austin has been supporting me, man. I love Miss Austin, man. She's definitely one of the greatest Eagles fans out here. It is different when you play it for your home team. It definitely do, man. But the Jalen Hurts slander has been funny all off season. You know, I don't want us to get tired. He still owe LB some chicken. I mean, he don't owe me no chicken, bro. I can't say nobody owe me some chicken who ain't gonna give me the chicken. Then he was saying all of this stuff. Come get it. Come do all of this. He was talking like it was like NBA YoungBoy words. He was talking crazy. Come get it. Come get it. Come do all this. Come do all this. You ain't gonna do nothing in Philly. It's dirty in Philly. Y'all this, y'all that in Philly. This, that. Then the schedule dropped, and you find out you playing the Eagles September 4th. Then everybody want to be your friend. Everybody want to be your friend. Then the schedule dropped. You found out it's Cowboys, Eagles. All this, I'll come to Philly. We can do whatever. I'll come down there. Blah, 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 blah. The schedule dropped, and it's the perfect opportunity for you to come down there, and then everybody want to be your friend and do shows. No. It's the perfect opportunity for you to catch a flight and come see if I'm really who I say I am in my city. It's the perfect opportunity for you to do that. It's the perfect opportunity. See, Twitter is not real life. Twitter is not Philadelphia, bruh. That's what a lot of these people be failing to realize. Twitter is not real life, bruh. It's not real life. Now, don't get it misconstrued. It's some real ones from my fashion. It's some real ones from my sector that's on Twitter. But most of my friends ain't on Twitter talking about football, bro. Most of my friends ain't on Twitter talking about football, bro. Most of my friends, bro, when I'm at these tailgates, I am with well-kept gorillas. Well-kept gorillas. Gorillas with shape-ups. Gorillas with jewelry on. Well-kept animals. I am with well-maintained animals. The schedule drop. Everybody want to be a friend. I want to come down there and shoot a show. I want to shoot a show. You know what I mean? Let's get to the bag, man. Let's leave all the other stuff behind. Why we got to leave behind now? Let's be on monkey shit. Week 1. You know what I'm saying? That's what be confusing to me. That's why I still make fun of them. And that's why it's still silence on that end. Because that schedule dropped. That schedule dropped. I don't want nothing to happen to nobody. But before that schedule dropped, there was a lot of Billy Badass. Everybody was Billy Badass. And we all just got to watch a game and be happy at the outcome. Win, lose, or draw. Win, lose, or draw, man. But we gonna blow these dudes out week 1. I wouldn't come to that game either if I was them. They can't stop the run. They can't run the ball. They trying to revitalize Miles Sanders. Miles Sanders coming to the link, running. Listen, our players don't know Miles Sanders. Our defense don't know Miles Sanders. Quinyon Mitchell don't know Miles Sanders. Jalen Hunt don't know Miles Sanders. Nolan Smith don't know Miles Sanders. Cool Eagle, SNE TV, thank you for the super chat. Say, LB, I've been to the hood in Philly. I don't think people really understand, Lord. These men not about silly games. It is or it isn't. But see, some people call it the hood in Philly. That's my home. That's my home. That's my home. When I go home, when I go see my cousins, I'm outside where people really don't really want to be outside at. I'm outside comfortably. Comfortably. In places that you might think is a movie set. But this was my regular everyday life. I go to the poppy store, they still know me. But these guys don't know Miles Sanders. Jalen Carter don't know Miles. I think Jordan Davis do. Jalen Carter don't know Miles Sanders. But they don't. The point is they don't care about his well-being. We don't care. We don't care. Miles Sanders trying to get a redemption. He's trying to get a redemption pack. We don't care. You know what I'm saying? What's this going on my phone? Cisco phone replacement. Yeah, he trying to get a redemption pack. There's no redemption pack here. It's no love here if you're not an Eagles fan. It's no love here if you're not an Eagle. We just won the bowl. If Miles Sanders is your starting running back week 1, he might get 25 yards on the ground. He might get 25 yards on the ground. King Diego, I used to live on Bonzo and Somerset. 24th and Somerset. I used to go to Clymer. Clymer's on like 13th and Somerset. Right off of Rush Street. I used to go to Clymer. You talking about 24th and Somerset? You up there by damn, what's up there by 24th and Somerset? That's a little past Dobbins. I went to Dobbins High School. It's a little, I forget what's back there by 24th and Somerset. I went to Dobbins High School, 24th and Lehigh. Oh man, I'm from 17th and York. Come on, man. It was bus drivers in the city wearing Hurts season hats 2 years ago, man. I should have went to training camp. I never met Jalen Hurts in person. I should have went to training camp. I know I damn sure wouldn't have asked him if he wanted to do a gritty. I damn sure wouldn't have asked him if he wanted to do a gritty. I don't understand y'all. See, shout out my girl. Shout out my girl Simone. Shout out Cobbs Creek. I know about that. Shout out my girl Simone. Simone was up there. Definitely a Mustang for life. Simone. I went to Ben Franklin on Broughton Green. Simone was out there. Simone ran in the QB1. Simone did what she was supposed to do. Simone was her A1 charming reporter self. Simone has interviewed the top of the top. This was a bucket list for Simone. Simone would have never went up there and asked to do no gritty. Would never have asked to do no gritty. Y'all gotta understand. Y'all don't know y'all quarterback? Y'all don't know y'all quarterback by now? Y'all don't know y'all quarterback by now? Why do you think Jalen Hurts would dance around like some type of prop, like some clown for you? That ain't him. That ain't who he is. You be like, damn, what's going on, QB1? Congrats on everything. And take your pick and you move along. Be mic'd up, catch the interaction. Damn, bro, it's an honor, bro. You really put on for the city. You did what they said you couldn't do. Dap up, picture, and move along. Can we do a gritty together? Can we do a gritty together? Can we do a what? A gritty? He don't even do that no more when he scored. No, she thought that she was gonna get that gritty. She thought she was gonna get that gritty. I ain't mad at it though. I'm not asking for no gritty though. She get a slight pass because she a lady, but nah, can we do a gritty? No, bro. A gritty? I'm a Super Bowl MVP. I'm not dancing around like no monkey. I'm not dancing around like no monkey. What are you talking about? A gritty? Nah, bro. Usually, guys at that level, it's hard to even be in their presence. He did a gritty at the NFC Championship game? Oh, all right. She definitely thought she was talking to J.D. Daniels. J.D. Daniels would have did that little Men in Black belly dance down the dub. J.D. Daniels would have did that. Not QB1. Not QB1. I've seen Hurts, bro. Y'all don't really be paying attention, bro. I've seen Jalen Hurts side-eye a couple people. I've seen Jalen Hurts side-eye a few people, bro. The whole interview with Cam, he was side-eyeing Cam. Cam talking about some, vulnerably speaking, I cried. Bro, I side-eyed the screen. What are you talking about? Vulnerably speaking, I cried. What? What? Vulnerably speaking, I cried. Jalen was like, it looked like Jalen was on the gas. I never seen Jalen eyes like that. Jalen looked like he was on the gas. Jalen was like, I mean, I can relate to, doing everything you can to win. Not the crying part, though. Like, Cam should be embarrassed. And that's why he don't like him, bro. Because he's embarrassed. Cam is not an alpha male, bro. He's not an alpha male. Just because you big don't make you an alpha male, bro. Trust me. Just because you big don't make you an alpha male. And that's coming from somebody 6'4", 240. Just because you big do not make you an alpha male. Alpha male, it's your aura. It's the way you carry yourself. It's the way you carry yourself. So once Jalen start jumping around doing the gritty, then he's seeping over into like, what are you doing territory? What are you doing? I'm going to do the gritty when I'm having an outer body experience, like scoring a touchdown and winning a chip. not doing the gritty just to do the gritty. I'm not in my kitchen waking up while the eggs cooking doing the gritty. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, bro. I understand the human mind. I understand how human interaction works. And Cam was upset that Jalen said not the crying part. He's been holding that grudge ever since. Because that's what beta males do. I understand the human mindset, bruh. I understand the human mindset. And no, Cam, you can't relate to what Jalen is going through. You can't relate to that first Super Bowl. Because Jalen actually put it all on the line. So no, you can't even relate. I don't even want to talk about you scared to jump on a fumble. Come on, can we do a gritty together? Come on, bro. And you know what? I ain't gonna even say nothing, man. Shout out to her, man. Shout out to her, man. Shout out to Shorty, man. Can we do a gritty? Every day LB is different. Keep up the good work. Yeah, I don't have no script. Sometimes I'm happy. Sometimes I'm turned up. Sometimes I say something on the internet. Sometimes I'm in my basement. I don't want to be loud. You know what I mean? Yo, LB, you know Simone B. What? Huh? Who that? Cam let Charleston White talk reckless to him. I mean, you can't take nobody like Charleston White serious. I would let Charleston White talk reckless to me. I would let Charleston White talk reckless to me because Charleston White is going to call the cops. If Charleston White start cursing at me, I'm going to cross the street. I'm going to cross the street. I'm going to cross the street. She met her favorite player, got to cut her some slack. Listen, that's what I'm saying. I'm going to cut her some slack. I'm going to cut her some slack. I ain't trying to seem like no hater. LB, you know Simone gonna be on your top about the gritty. You got me dying. Listen, we doing a link up tomorrow. I ain't talked to Simone since. I posted Simone and Jalen on Twitter. Simone texted me talking about blocked. She know we gonna talk about it tomorrow. I ain't gonna bring up gritty. I ain't gonna bring up gritty. Everybody got their time, but they do. If it's me, I'm not gonna be the one. I'm not gonna be like, yo, it's me who did the hurt season hats. It's me that AJ got the hat from. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna be like, yo, you did your thing, bruh. I know I've been flying the banner for Jalen Hurts for a minute. I know it. Jalen know, they know. Trust me, they see it. Eric Oldhead, Young Boy Stewart, thank you for the super chat. I believe we, the Eagles, are trying to give Ringo a chance, but it's time to get a veteran cornerback in here. But trying to give it. I'm not trying to give chances, bruh. I'm trying to repeat. I feel you, though. LB, when can you connect with... LB, when can we connect with you when you are in the city? It's all about catching me, man. It's all about catching me, man. I'm usually in the city for business. See my mom and shit like that, and then... Maverick 1, thank you for the super chat. I'm still pissed about CJ. Bad move by Howie. Bro, I talked to CJ yesterday too, bro. Let me tell y'all how petty CJ is. I don't give y'all the whole... Let me tell you how petty he is. I ain't talked to him. We was texting. I tweeted that the Eagles need a cornerback. Right? We need a cornerback and then a safety. We need to do that. He going... text me a screenshot of what I tweeted. He gonna text me a screenshot of what I tweeted. I'm mad. I get mad more and more every day. I know I was like, yo, it had to happen, blah, blah, blah. The more and more I think about it and the more and more time go past about the CJ Gardner-Johnson thing, I get upset. Because great teams, all of them, have a Dennis Rodman for the most part. All great teams have a Dennis Rodman, a Draymond Green, a Kevin Garnett. All great teams got one of those wild cards, bro. That you don't know what they're going to say. You don't know what, but you know they're going to perform and do the best they got to do. All great teams got that, bruh. The Bulls would have not been the Bulls had they let go Dennis Rodman. A meta world peace. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Birdman, yeah, Udonis Haslem. Let's really talk about it. Like the dynamic. Gronkowski was a wild card. The dynamic has to flow like that. Everybody got a wild card. All great teams that are trending towards dynasty levels got a wild card. We need another wild card. Pat Bev, but did Pat Bev win a chip? Vulnerably speaking, I cried. Vulnerably speaking, I cried. Maybe, maybe it's just my mindset and the things that I've been through. I've been through real situations in all phases of life. The military, for instance, the first time we got blown up, the first time we heard an explosion, I think that's a situation where you could be okay with somebody crying. But losing, and nobody even cried then, but losing in the Super Bowl when you know you ain't do all you could do, what are you crying about? I don't know. Ringo too tight in the hips, Adoree probably going to beat him out. I don't know, bro. I'm not cool with Adoree Jackson starting. Rasheed Wallace was that wild card for the Pistons. Man, the list goes on and on, bro. The list goes on and on. Every team trending towards a dynasty needs a wild card. And I regret to inform you that we have traded ours away for the second straight time after going to the Super Bowl with him. When did the results not matter, bro? And I pray that this don't bite us in the ass this season, bro. Not having CJ on this team. I pray this don't bite us in the ass, bro. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, man. I'm going to let y'all go, man. I got to eat, man. I'm going to let y'all go. Let y'all be great. You know what I'm saying? Week 1 body bag. We know. Vulnerably speaking, I cried. Yeah, that's my new thing. Vulnerably speaking. Should I get the vulnerably speaking shirts? Vulnerably speaking. Jalen Carter is a bit of a wild card. He is a bit of a wild card. He is. Jalen Carter can be a wild card. So we could be okay. But if Jalen Carter is going to be that wild card, we need Jalen Carter to get 10 sacks this year. I know it's a lot to ask from the defensive tackle position, but if Jalen Carter is that's our Aaron Donald, we need him to break out. All right, y'all, bro. Enjoy y'all day. This will probably be the only upload from me today. There's no training camp, notes to report on. Have a productive Wednesday, man. It's all downhill from there.